Hello everybody. Mistakes makes us smarter, but sometimes they cost a lot of money. And I am also made a lot of mistakes during my investing experience. And today I will talk about my biggest investing mistakes without something what I can tell you I am so smart and so on. Everybody make mistakes. This is a normal thing. And my biggest mistakes is mistake which I did in 2020 during COVID crash, when I used a little bit of my cash reserves during crash about 30%. And my investing rules are very simple. When market crashes about 30%, I use around half of my cash reserves. Okay, but during this crash, I was emotionally unstable. It was very difficult experience, and I used a little bit of my cash reserves, and of course I have a lot of hard thoughts on this, and when market was beginning recover, it was very harsh for me to see. I knew I have to do this investing right now. I knew I have to invest more cash in stocks right now, but I didn't. Okay, so this mistake, I think, cost me around $200,000 because I just was too scared or too unconfident to do this. My second biggest mistake is chasing yield before growth, dividend growth, and stock growth too, capital growth too, total return, of course. And this is a big mistake for beginner, but now I see it like a well-paid experience. Why? Let me explain. Because this mistake was done back in 2016, 2017, when I just started investing, when I just started put my capital in stock market. It was around, I think, first portion of money I invested was $35,000, and after this I invested a couple of thousand because I don't have any liquid capital. Back in time I invested in Russian real estate, which was a very bad decision, but okay, nothing to change in the past. Okay, so I invested this portion of money, around $40,000 in the high yield stocks without any fundamental analysis, without any perspective of growth. Just wow, high dividends, okay, I buy it, perfect. I also had very inflated portfolio, around, I think, 30, maybe 50 positions, stocks, a lot of stocks, mini ETF in my own portfolio, and of course this was also a big mistake because I cannot manage my portfolio, I cannot analyze stocks, I cannot see any opportunities, any bad stocks, any good stocks. It was a mess. When I started to do analysis, I just thought of everything, and I realized what I need to focus on the growth at the start. Now, today, I usually buy dividend stocks with high dividend growth perspective. Okay, because I don't care about growth capital too much, but it's pretty good. I don't blame anything. But back in 2017, I didn't manage such big capital, so I bought growth stocks with growth perspective, and it was very impressive for me. It was one step forward to my goals for financial independence and so on. And I think third biggest mistake was holding a lot of cash at all. I understand this is also rule of financial intelligence, financial planning, and so on. But looking back, I understand if I would not hold so much cash, I would be much richer than today. Because cash don't work. Maybe a little, maybe a little yield, maybe something, like the money market, like bonds, bills, so on, SIGOV, and so on. But investing in stocks would be better decision, of course. It was not comfortable for me. Now I'm also holding a little bit of cash, about 14%. I showed my portfolio structure in previous video, so if you missed it, please look at this, because it's very interesting how I manage my portfolio of bonds, crypto, stocks, and so on. But now I'm trying to hold not too much cash, between 10-20%, and I'm leaning to 10% more, because it's something I am target to. I don't want to have a lot of cash, especially now, especially when we maybe will be having pretty harsh inflation and so on. But this was a bad decision to hold too much cash, especially when I was earning a lot of money from my business, and so I had stable money stream. I had to invest this stream totally, but I didn't. This is a big mistake, but again, it was past, and I cannot change it. Okay. Please write your biggest mistakes in comments. I will be reading your comments. This will be very interesting, and see you next video. Thank you.